What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the RideLife podcast. We took a week off last week. One of us was sick and one of us was golfed out. I was getting ready for my big golf match. I don't even want to talk about that, Jim, but
Licking his wounds.
Tonight's a new night, and we have a guest, my buddy Rod, that I met in Sturgis. So we're gonna hear all sorts of good stories from Rod tonight, and just everything in between. So what's up, guys? What's up, Jim?
Living the dream, man. Been crazy busy. Did some riding. Sucked. The weekend sucked at board. I don't know about you, but we got thunderstorms all like most of the day yesterday, and then today was just gross.
Yeah, it rained all day today for us. But anyways, our guest Rod, he's from St. Pete down in Florida, so he's got good weather all the time. So he rides a lot.
Not today. We got rain as well, and I think it's been raining more since I got home than before I left.
Oh, jeez. Well,
Yeah,
doesn't it
yeah.
rain every day in Florida?
No, not really. I mean, it depends on where it's at, but yeah, or it could be raining in the front yard and dry in the back. Sunny in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
back. Yeah.
I hear that. Yeah, so everybody, I went to Sturgis this year. Jim didn't make it, but when I went to Sturgis, I think it was my second night there, I got to meet Rod. Was that the second night?
It was my first night. No, maybe it was the second night I was there. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, so,
because I think you got there the day before me.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what
so
it was. That's what you're saying.
it worked out perfect because, Rod was there by himself, and we became instant best friends, and we ended up riding every day together, and we're going to talk all about that. So talk to us. So was that your first like long road trip that you took, Rod?
It was my first solo one. I went last year to Sturgis and I rode up with a friend of mine. We did the Milwaukee the yearly anniversary they're doing now.
Yep.
We rode to Milwaukee first, and then we rode to Colorado. Met up with friends. I loaned them my trailer, and they put their bikes in it. Met us in Colorado, and then we went through Utah, Yellowstone, all that, and we went to Sturgis,
Nice,
and then
nice,
rode home from there too.
nice. So, what bikes you got right now in the garage? What are you rocking?
I've got three. I've got a 2019 CVO Road Glide with a 131 motor. I bought my son. He's 20 now. I bought him a Lowrider ST, but he hasn't really been riding it, so I took it over since I'm paying for it. And then I have the 24 135 CVO ST that I
Yeah,
just bought last October.
yeah. That's the bike I saw her in
Yes.
Sturgis and got to ride with and here, and 'cause he's got the Sawicki pipe on that, and it's a pretty
Yeah.
nasty sounding bike. So,
Yeah, it sounds
but
great. I love it. It's a beautiful bike.
yeah. So on your way out there, so what it take you 3, 4 days to get out there from Florida?
No, it took me technically 3 days because I went from Tampa to Atlanta and I went and saw Primus on that Friday night. And then I woke up the next morning, that Saturday, and I left at 6:45 in the morning and I made it to Sioux City so that way I could get my iron butt. So I did 1,089 miles in 18
Wow.
hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
After
Yeah.
seeing Primus.
Yeah, after seeing Primus, and I woke up the next morning and I jetted out. I made sure I was good to go, and I left a little early from the show. Actually, I got kicked out of the show at the end. Craziest thing. I've been to thousands of concerts, and it was at Chastain Park. Most of their security or employees were older. They had some younger people, but I was in the second row, and nobody was sitting in the front row, so I just went and stood there. I was watching the show, having a good time. I met Lur, the singer or the guitar player for Primus, on my way to Punta Cana for the Tool show back in March of this year. He was sitting next to me on a JetBlue flight, and we hung out and everything. So, he recognized me when I was there. But then the guy tapped me on the shoulder. I was just having a good time watching the show, and he said, "You got to move back. You got to move out of the seat." And I tried to go back to mine. And he said, "No, you got to leave because you were sitting in the wrong seat." So he kicked me
Oh
out.
man, that's
I was like,
rough.
wow. I mean, it was towards the end of the show, but still. And then I'm like, well, maybe it's a sign because I knew I was going to be getting into some serious riding the next day.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I rode to Sioux City, and woke up the next morning and I went to Sioux Falls, met up with a friend of mine, had breakfast, and He's a welder, but he does a lot of art with welding and making bronze sculptures, things like that. And then I rode from there to Deadwood. So I made it to Deadwood Sunday. So I left Friday. Yeah, so technically like 2 days,
Oh,
3 days.
nice.
Because I mean, but if I would have just went straight through, it would have been like 2.5 days.
So was that your first iron butt that you did?
It was, yes.
Huh.
So what do you got to
It
do? You
wasn't
got
bad.
when you do that, you got to like take pictures of all the receipts and things like that, right? As you go along the
S-
trip.
So every time, yeah, you pull the receipt out, you take a picture next to your speedometer, and then that's it. And then you got to send those in. I still have to do that, but yeah, you could do that one for the 1,000 miles, and then I found out later, I guess they updated it, and it's like or 1,500 miles in like 25 or 28 hours or something like. I mean, it's something I could have done it. I could have went right from Sioux City to Deadwood, and I could have done it in that time because I boogied over there pretty quick, and it was hot. It was a real hot ride. Going across the Great Plains, that was like one of the hottest days they had
I bet.
for the summer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it was terrible.
There,
But
there's a guy. There's a guy that has. He bought a brand new bike, and he did 100,000 miles in 100 days.
yeah, the Indian guy. I just saw another video
Yeah,
of that today,
Yeah,
and he
I,
said
I
he
saw
was
that
doing a
today.
1,000 miles a day, 1,000 miles a day, and I'm
That's
like,
crazy.
wow, for
that's
125 days.
that's
They were like,
crazy.
"How you feel?"
That's
A little beat up.
I mean, did you see his bike? He had canisters that were like this big, and he had them on each side. And I guess that was where he got his drinks from. He converted his tour pack to like one of the like the off-road bikes where they have like the square luggage or whatever.
Yep.
Like
oh yeah, like the
yeah,
Pelican
yeah,
bags.
yeah,
Yep.
That's what it was. Yeah, that's what he converted it to. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm crazy and I love riding, but that to me just wouldn't be enjoyable riding that many
Yeah,
miles every day just to say I did it. And I mean, yeah, you're gonna be the talk of the town for a few weeks or whatever, unless he gets endorsements. I mean, like that guy who rides the Harley every year with his dog. He rides it everywhere. They gave him a new bike and all that. And I mean, this guy Brian something, I think his name is.
yeah.
Um,
I know who you're talking about. I've seen him before.
Yeah.
yeah,
But
yeah, and that guy, he's ex-military, and he rides everywhere with that dog. I'm like, that's
that's
cool.
yeah. Hey, if that's what you want. But like you said, I like to ride for the enjoyment, and that I don't know. It doesn't seem like I'd enjoy that much.
I think if you're
No,
doing
no.
if you're doing that kind of riding too, you're doing 1,000 miles a day. You're not really stopping and seeing anything, really. You're riding by
True.
stuff, but you're not really stopping and never like seeing anything.
Right, exactly. I mean, you're stopping, and obviously he's sleeping on the side of the road or something. I mean, 1,000 miles a day. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot. I mean, I was doing a lot of miles. I mean, I rode 8,496 miles, and then my wife gave me shit about it. She's like, "Why couldn't you do 8,500?" I'm like, "I didn't check it until after I pulled into the garage, and I couldn't cheat. I couldn't cheat myself out and then back the bike out and then go ride for a couple more minutes."
Right.
Hey,
Yeah, so.
that's
I
that's
just I
funny.
just I just thought of this. Brian, you remember Primus, right? Like you remember what they sound like and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Les Claypool, the singer and bassist, auditioned for Metallica back in the '80s when Cliff Burton died.
Yes, yes.
I said, can
Yeah.
you
Could you
imagine
imagine him being? No way. No
him
way
being
at
the
all.
bassist? I guess they were blown away with him, but I guess they were all just like, yeah, that's not gonna work.
What I've learned about Les Claypool is he's like fine wine. He ages, or he gets better as he gets older. And I mean, just incredible. I mean, they're showmen. I mean, I'm taking my wife to see them for New Year's Eve on the 30th and 31st in Oakland, and
Nice.
because I've heard how much of a good time it is, so I'm going to do that and go
Don't get
check them
kicked
out
out.
again. Yeah, I will get
Well,
kicked out again. I follow the band Tool religiously, and I've
uh,
never been kicked out of a show. Never,
yeah.
not once.
I was just gonna say, Rod is a huge Tool fan, from what I
You
gathered.
could
Uh,
probably you could probably see and hear everything. Yeah,
uh, how many shows has it been?
76 is 1996.
No,
So
see, yeah, that's commitment. That right there, that's a commitment to a band. I
yeah,
like
I
that.
had
I
that
have
original
I have
album. I listened to the hell out of the original album, and I just kind of never stuck with them.
Oh, I mean, they haven't made a lot of albums, but they're great. I mean, they're professionals. I mean, they put on an amazing show. You never leave a Tool show going, that was sucked. I mean, because they don't do that. I mean, they perform very well, and yeah, they're about to do a bunch of shows. But yeah, I mean, I have a Tool Facebook group where I've got almost 10,000 members. Tool Loot. LOOT, and we just, people collect the art and stuff like what you see around here, and that's our big thing. When you go to a Tool show, it's getting the art is kind of the appetizer, and then seeing the band is the main course or dessert, whatever you want to call it. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's just another part
nice,
to add on. Yeah,
pretty
but
cool, pretty cool.
but
So
ride
I
my
meant,
Harley is what I love to do the most.
yeah. Well, so I meant to ask you, Rod. So, so Rod went out to Sturgis with one thing in mind, and to get something done to his bike, he wanted to get a turbo put on his bike,
I was,
and
yes.
yeah, and we were out there, and he decided against it. And I'm just curious, are you still satisfied with that decision you made, or
Very
what are you
happy,
thinking?
very
All
happy.
right,
Yeah, I
good.
mean, and it's crazy because my friend that called me up and he said, "Hey, listen, I heard you're gonna get it done. Don't do it." I rode my friends. It was fun for 20 minutes. He goes, and it's really hot. And he goes, "You complain about your bike all the time about the heat." Just because I don't have a heat shield on the Sawicki, and when it gets hot here, I mean, your leg starts to burn a little bit, and that turbo is gonna make it worse. So I'm glad I didn't do it. They weren't
Good.
thrilled with me at all, but shit happens, And then who knows when that coil thing happened, maybe they wouldn't have warranted it. And that's what freaked me out too. I mean, I just got this motor and the bike back in March and I've got 10,000 miles on it now. Can't believe it. But uh, I mean, it's, you know, I don't want anything else to happen. I already blew the 121 motor and I mean, I ride it, I ride it aggressively. And it's funny is Harley actually called me, their R&D department called me Tuesday to ask me questions about what happened. And I said, you guys should know all about this coil issue because all your techs do, and so does Facebook.
Yeah. So what happened? Where were you when you broke down?
I left El Paso. I was about an hour outside of San Antonio. I went through a terrible, terrible rainstorm, and then a terrible rainstorm passed, and I was out in the middle of nowhere, and all of a sudden my check engine light came on, and it went into one cylinder. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm out in the middle of nowhere, can't see nothing. I mean, I can still see, but I mean, I don't see anything like around that's like you know any type of civilization, I guess.
Yeah.
And so luckily AAA got to me really fast, which I'm shocked because in Florida, AAA you're waiting for an hour, 2 hours plus before they
Wow.
show up.
Yeah.
They show up like 40 minutes. I get it to the dealership. It was Green Harley, but it's spelled Grune. It's in New Braunfels, Texas. I will
Okay.
never go back to them ever. They uh they get my bike and they were closed and the service manager was there and he's like, "Oh, I think it might be the coil wire." And he started messing with it and it's right where the horn used to be. It's the coil for the ignition. Basically, Harley made the wire too short, and when they zip tied it, the zip tie gets too tight and it breaks the wires. So he's like, I think that's what it is. He started messing with it and it started, you could hear the cylinders coming back, both cylinders. I'm like, that's it right there. So I grabbed a hotel that was like a mile and a half away. They called me at 11 o'clock the next morning. They're like, your bike is fixed. You want to go ahead and have it washed? I'm like, sure. I went through a bad rainstorm yesterday. Might as well wash her. So nobody was there to talk to me really. They just handed me the keys and I said, "Do I need to sign anything?" They're like, "Nope, just leave." I rode for 131 miles and broke down 20 miles outside of
Oh,
the Houston Harley dealership right on the interstate on I-10. It was hot as hell. I called and I talked to a manager and I said, "What is going on? It's the same problem again." He's like, "Oh, we didn't have the parts. We had to rig it." I'm like, "Are you kidding me? You had to rig the part? You couldn't tell me about it? You couldn't give me the option? You couldn't?"
Right.
He goes, "Well, I was out to lunch, so I didn't get a chance to talk to you."
Oh
So
my
I lost
God.
it with him, and I
yeah, he
said
was
some
out to lunch,
things,
all
and
right.
yeah, and I mean, man, I left bad reviews, Better Business Bureau, everything. I mean, I even told Harley's R&D department, because they're asking me did I use different gas or anything like that. I said no. Again, this is a known issue. You guys are just not taking responsibility for it.
Huh.
Hopefully they will now, but I mean that pissed me off. So I waited I didn't get to Mancuso Harley until 6:45 that night because traffic was terrible. It took like 3.5 hours before anybody got to me. And I get there, but man, I tell you what, it was 6:45, and their manager, the service manager, had a tech on standby, waiting. His name was Riley. Had everything taken care of, and Mike from service was there, talked to me the whole time. I was there till like 9:30 that night, and they got it done. And I tell you, that's going beyond and above and beyond,
Yeah.
100%. I mean, I
That's
can't say enough about them.
that's good. They're right in Houston.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mancuso Harley. I think they have like two or three dealerships. But
Nice.
I mean, nice dealership, and I mean, they took care of you. They kept me up to speed on everything going on, and offered waters, whatever they could, and I mean, it was just really nice. So I rode the next day, and I rode 850 miles until I got blasted with a bunch of rain in Alachua, Florida, right outside of Gainesville. So I said, I'm screwed. I'm staying the night. I didn't feel like riding in the rain at nighttime, and got
Yeah.
back the next day, and then we had terrible storms for 5 days. But
Jeez.
I went through 20 states, riding 28 days, and man, it was amazing. Had a great time with you, and then, I left there and went to Montana, and man, Montana is amazing. I mean, I,
Yeah.
I can't say enough about it. It's just, yeah,
Yeah.
the
We went into like the very tip of Montana. So were you with us when we went to the saloon? No, I don't think you were there. You
no,
already.
I already left. Yeah,
Yeah.
I left after that hailstorm. We got that hail the last night I
Oh,
was there. Remember that? We
that's
were
right.
sitting
Yeah.
outside by the hotels, getting ready to go to bed, and then just hail came down. Luckily, no damage to the bikes.
Yeah. That was yeah. It was only pea-sized hail, but it was yeah. I've
I've
always
never
heard
been
about the
through a
weather in
hailstorm.
Sturgis. Yeah.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to be
yeah. Oh,
riding.
yeah. When you see clouds, you go hide because
Yeah.
they don't mess around.
Nope. Nope. So so you went from Sturgis all the way out. You went to Nevada and you went to the Bunny Ranch. So I kind of want to hear about the Bunny Ranch.
So yeah, I rode from you wanted to know about the concerts too. So I went to actually three concerts. I went from seeing Primus in Atlanta, and then I went to in Montana. My wife flew out there, and then she grabbed a rental car, followed me to Whitefish. We stayed in Whitefish for 5 days and just went back and forth to the park and went hiking and all that. And then we
Nice.
went and saw a band called My Morning Jacket, and
Okay.
they're cool jam rock and roll band. And then I went to Ely, Nevada, and I met up with my buddy who lives in El Paso, but it's US 50, the loneliest road in America. It starts in Utah and it ends in Sacramento, and it's definitely there's no I mean you ride for miles upon miles, and it's just all flat desert, and then you hit a bunch of mountains. You get to hit some nice switchbacks, and then you hit a small town. And
Yeah.
as soon as I got to, I think it's Ely, it's Ely. I think that's how you pronounce it. But as soon as you get to Ely, Nevada, or right before it, man, they're just talking. They have signs up for brothels, casinos, and you feel like what it's like being a pioneer or a cowboy, on the trail and getting in and like, oh, all right, have a
Yeah.
drink, a girl, and make some money, and I didn't go to any of those. But yeah, so the next day we rode for hours upon hours. We get to the Bunny Ranch, and Reno, Nevada is just really hot. So I've always wanted. Have you ever watched the show? Have either
Yeah.
one of you watched it on HBO?
I used to watch it on HBO. Yep.
Yeah,
I
yeah. So
watched it.
Yeah.
that's when I found out about it, and I've always wanted to just go there to say I could go, not to get laid or anything. And I made a promise. I'm like, I promise I won't get laid there. But I go up, we park our bikes up front, get a couple pictures. I go inside and I asked the lady if I could buy a couple shirts. She's like, yeah, sure. And she's like, that's it. And I'm like, well, maybe a drink. I go, yeah, no, I'm gonna behave. I just came in here for a shirt and a cocktail. And she's like, well, they might talk to you if that's all right. And I'm like, yeah, I don't care. So this Asian woman came over and she talked to me, and she wasn't my type at all, not that or anything. She's like, "Oh, you want to come and do a tour with me?" And I'm like, "No, thank you, I'm good." And as we were walking in, and I noticed from the show when you pick a girl, they have all the girls that come out in a circle, and you get to pick which one. Well, I saw what looked like to be the hottest one there, and this guy picked her. And when I'm getting ready to leave, she comes up and I'm like, "Oh, hey, how are you?" And she's like, "Good." And She's like, "Oh, do you want to go do a tour?" I'm like, "No." I said, "I promised my wife I'd behave, and if I went back there, I probably wouldn't, so I have to leave." And I bolted out of there pretty quickly, and my friend laughed at me. He's like, "I've never seen you leave any place that fast." And I'm like, "No, because they're gonna like try to hold something on me, or they're gonna try to trick me into going back." Um, but it was funny because he overheard her telling her friend, she's like, "Oh yeah, that guy that came in, I didn't even get a chance to touch him, and he came in his pants."
Oh, Jesus. He was a little
Ah,
excited.
I heard about that and I laughed so hard, man. But I tell you, the roads when we left there to go to Lake Tahoe, the roads were just amazing.
Yeah.
Heading over to Tahoe, that was cool. And
Some of those,
then what's that?
no, I said some of those pictures you sent me were pretty unbelievable.
Oh man, and I've got so much video that I still have to go through on my Insta 360 because there's just so much I recorded. I mean, I had a whole terabyte, so I've got
Yeah.
a
Oh,
lot of
jeez.
video. But yeah, Lake Tahoe was amazing. Um, and then we went through San Francisco. I will never ever go through San Francisco at nighttime over the Golden Gate Bridge because it was so much fog and I couldn't see shit in front of me. Going over the bridge, I could just see the bridge barely, and I've got video of it, and I'm like, that's exactly what I saw. And then
Yeah.
we went through to Monterey Bay, and Monterey Bay, you're going down these hills that these switchbacks are like um, 35 miles an hour and you can't see shit. Signs up for deer everywhere. You got cars in your lane next to you. It's foggy. You're like, oh my God, what did I get myself into? So, but it was, I bet you it would have been fun during the day because you could have seen more. But I mean, I think we were just going around mountains and that's it.
Yeah.
And then we rode the PCH the next day into California to LA and because we went to the Pussifer show, Maynard's other band from Tool. So that was my third show we went to. He had something in downtown LA, and I was telling my friend Stormy, I said, "Listen, if we do this, I'm not riding, I'm not splitting lanes. I've never done it. I don't know what it's about." And he's like, "Oh, me neither. No way." So we leave. We're staying in Venice Beach, and it says we're about 45 minutes away. We're like, "Oh man, traffic sucks." So as we're starting to approach the interstate, we're like, there's like 50 cars in front of us, and I'm like, we're never gonna make it. All of a sudden, I kid you not, the cars just started like a movie, just opened up to let us go through. And I'm looking back at him and I'm pointing at me and I'm like, go. And
Yeah.
I swear to God, it shaved like 20 minutes off our time. I mean, I
Yeah.
would literally go down I-10 or 110, and if I revved a little bit, box trucks and shit would move out of your way, tractor trailers, and you would just go through. It
Yeah.
was insane. Yeah,
Because
because I guess it's against the law because your motor will heat up too much and break down.
yeah. Well, plus in California, it's been like that forever, so that they're used to seeing motorcycles
Yes,
come by you, so you're not gonna scare them, and it's just
right.
just just how it works down there, over there.
Yeah, so I was like, man, I got so used to it. I want it now in Florida. They talked about it before, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to hear it. Nobody knows what they're doing. But now I
Yeah.
can see why because you are taking up less traffic. You're getting to where you need to go, and but some locals told me they said, yeah, it doesn't always happen that way. You still get the idiots that will, not pay attention. You got to still look out for people. I'm like, oh yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
like anywhere
The-
else.
Yeah, exactly. I think in Texas, maybe you can do it too, but they call it lane filtering. So it's like if
Okay.
it's 30 miles an hour or less, you can do it, but you can't do it like at high speeds. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure, or maybe it could be Utah. I'm pretty sure there's another state that you can do that
Yeah, I
in.
didn't see anything like that in Texas. They just had in like through El Paso and whatnot, they had like the two person lanes, the HOV lanes, but
Yeah,
they would allow bikes. You can get in there on a motorcycle, and that's pretty much anywhere you can ride on a bike.
yeah,
But
same.
yeah, that traffic going through California the next day was shit. Getting because we were going to Arizona, and we finally made it through Palm Springs, and dude, it felt like I drove into a furnace. It was like 118, 120. That was way, and I mean, I had to take my hands because I didn't want to wear gloves because it was too hot, but I had to take my hand and put it into my vest and take turns like when you're cold because it was like I felt like my hands were melting
Yeah, it was like
because
a hair dryer going on you.
Yes, yes, and it just wouldn't stop, and it was like insanely crazy how much heat it was. And we had these vests that you could buy at Harley, or you could put it in a bag. So I had my I that cooler I had, I got rid of it. I sent it home, and I bought a Yeti bag, and I just stuck it on the back, and put ice in it, and I put my this coat thing in it with water, and just soaked it in cold water, and you take it out and you wear it. Man, the heat was so bad. I think it dried within like the first hour, so I didn't even get to enjoy it.
Jeez. So 8,000 miles on this round trip. How many times did you get your bike serviced?
8,496.
Oh, so 8,400 miles.
Yeah,
8,500. We'll say 8,500 miles.
Service once. I got serviced in L.A.
Okay.
I was at Bartell Harley in L.A. all day long. I took at the day after the Pussifer show. It was right by the hotel, so I just went up there and hung out all day and let them work on my bike, put new tires on, and just do my service for me.
Oh, you put new tires on and everything, huh?
Yeah, but remember when I was looking at that swing arm?
Yep.
Yep, that'll be at the dealer on Wednesday, so he's putting that on the bike for me.
Did you go with the speed dealer?
Yep. I called him back. I got a good deal on that, and it's red and gold with a little black in it. I'm
okay.
really glad I did that decision instead of the turbo.
Hell yeah, yeah.
So
you'll like that much better.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it and just seeing if how much the difference is riding and whatnot, and the look of it, all that good stuff.
So, what bike you taking to Smoky Mountain?
I'll probably take the same bike.
Yeah, all right, good. So I get to see it with the swing arm on it.
Yeah. I gotta ride a lot. I mean, I'm ignoring my other bikes, and I'll just have to ride them more when I get home. But if next year for Daytona, coming down or whatever, you'll see the other bikes. I'll ride that one over.
Yeah. Well, I was actually talking to my other buddy Edwin today about Daytona in March. So I think we're gonna get an Airbnb. So I don't know if you're gonna come over by yourself, but if it's just you, you're more than welcome to stay with us at the Airbnb. It's right in Ormond Beach. So it's totally up to you.
I have a place. I always stay over at a Marriott by Biggins, because that's like the best strip club on the beach. And me and my friends like to close that down, and all I have to do is walk over there from my hotel. It's only like 2 blocks away. Yeah. So but maybe I'll always, because I usually go. I'll go for like 3 days. Yeah. But I mean, you're going to be there. I'll come hang out more, obviously, and hang out, because it'll make the ride more enjoyable. But it's all the same shit, coming over. And it's like you can only do so much and go. And like, how many days do you usually come for?
Yeah, I'm going to be there from Saturday to Saturday, so I'll be there all week.
Okay, there you go. Okay, so you're doing one of the weeks, yeah. You're going the first week then?
Yeah, the actual, so February 28th it starts. So we'll be there on the first, from that first Saturday to the ending Saturday, so.
So you're there the whole rally, you're saying then? Okay.
Yeah, so during the whole rally,
gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I usually go, like the Floridians, they usually go like the second weekend.
Oh yeah.
That's when a lot of people go. But yeah, I'll come over there and I'll hang. I'll book something, and I'll let you know about that too. I got to see who's gonna go.
Yeah, let me know.
Do you go any places like Savannah or anything like that, or do you take long rides?
Oh yeah. We go up to Savannah. We go up to what's the oldest town?
St. Augustine.
St. Augustine. Yep. Yeah. Head up there.
That's cool.
A couple years ago, we went down the week before. We rode to Key West.
Yes.
And then we came
were
up.
Talking about that.
Yeah, we came back up for Daytona. That was a good time. But Daytona's kind of turned into a lot of shows. There's a lot of good shows. Get to see all the new bikes that come out. Because it'll be wintertime for me, so I'll be itching to get out and just see bikes. I don't even care if I'm riding. Just get out there and look at some bikes. And
yeah, because you don't get to ride at that time at home. See, we do.
No, but
it's nice to be able to ride here all the time.
I might have to take a flight down over there and take out one of your bikes for a weekend.
I told you, man. Absolutely. Come down and we'll go. It's like an 8-hour ride to the Keys if you take a lot of the back roads first. Yeah. You can ride one of the CVOs or the ST, Lowrider ST.
I like it.
I see what you do, so I know you know how to ride.
Oh yeah. So how the roads in Sturgis compared to like the roads out in Tahoe?
In Tahoe, Lake Tahoe?
Well, where were those good roads that you said the switchbacks were?
Well, I mean, like Montana, the roads in Montana were incredible, man. Just
Yeah.
yeah, even being on the interstate, I mean, just seeing all the mountains in your face coming right up, and you get some good switchbacks. Um, I think from Montana through Nevada, I had killer roads. I really did.
Yeah.
And then Arizona had some nice stuff. We when we got to Arizona, because we stayed in Cottonwood, that's where Maynard has his winery and his puss for store and all that. We went through Prescott, and as soon as we got through Prescott, all of a sudden I just see a sandstorm coming in front of me. I haven't seen one of those since I was over in Kuwait back in '03, and I'm like, oh shit. I put my visor down, and I seen a tumbleweed blow in front of me, and I'm thinking, God, please do not let this be a sandstorm that we have to go through. And so you could just see our bikes just leaning to the side, coming back, and leaning again, and then we hit these switchbacks that were right behind Jerome, and that's another
Oh,
town in Arizona.
I've been there.
Dude, my hands were so sore because luckily there was no more sandstorms, but from just holding on and just being nervous, and I realized that, man, I hit these switchbacks and my body was already worn out, and I'm like, oh my God, I forgot. I've only been in through them in a car, and I mean, these are some serious switchbacks when you're in second gear, maybe third gear. I mean, it's like, and you're on top of a mountain. I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's pretty
Yeah.
insane.
I've been to Jerome, and Jerome is pretty nuts. That's like a town built on the side of a mountain.
Yes, you
And
go straight up or
yep.
you come straight down. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, we went to the Haunted Burger. I remember having lunch there.
yeah, yeah. I've stayed at Jerome Grand a couple of times, and we've had some activity there with Ghost. I mean, it's crazy place.
Yeah,
It
it
used to
is.
be a gold mining town,
Yep. Yep.
and so the Jerome Grand was a hospital. So all the patients that died and everything, they're pretty much haunting the place now.
Yeah, and that's like as you're going down, it's that huge place off to the left. I remember seeing it.
It's
The
actually going up
oh
because if
maybe
you're at the haunted hamburger, you have to go up another hill, and it's right there.
oh okay, all right.
Yeah, you have to walk down the hill to get to the haunted hamburger. But that place
Yep.
is good though. The haunted hamburger is really good.
Yeah, I do. That was a good spot. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because that was my only time to Arizona. I went down there for Arizona Bike Week in April.
Yeah, there's one in September, man. I want to do that eventually. They're having it 2 weeks after we left.
Oh, really?
That they do in Cottonwood. Yeah, they do like a big rally there too.
Huh.
Yeah,
Cool.
you might have to look into that because that's a little closer for you anyway, isn't it?
Arizona?
Yeah.
No, Arizona.
I mean,
It.
it's going to be closer for you than it would be me
I don't know.
because I know
Arizona
that
was
that's
pretty far.
yeah.
So.
I mean,
But
it would if I'm going to go out there for that, I want to do the place where the thrashing guys were at. They took the pictures of Forrest Gump things. We didn't do that time, so I want to do
uh,
that next time.
yep. Yeah, I know you're talking.
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah, I want to go that area. But yeah, that was Arizona was cool. It was really hot, and then we went from there. We went to Tombstone. That was really cool, man.
Yeah.
If you ever get a chance to go to Tombstone, I mean, the roads you can't ride, you can't drive cars down or anything. It's only for horse and buggies. And it's just, I mean, you really feel like what it was like being a cowboy, in this old western town. I probably would have stayed for the night, but my friend was in a hurry to get back to El Paso. He met some chick he has known since elementary school. They've, I guess, met up again, so he's in love.
Oh boy.
Puppy love. I know. I'm like, really? Come on, man. So he wanted
Jeez.
to get back to El Paso, and but that was cool because he took me over to Juarez because he's Mexican. He's Homeland Security. So we went over to Juarez, Mexico, and I'm like, dude, have you not seen Sicario? I'm like, do I need to worry about anything? He's like, no, it's nothing like that at all. And I'm like, you sure? He's like, yeah. So we just went over there. I didn't even have to have my passport, but
Nice.
he took me to the Kentucky. It was the place they invented the margarita,
Oh,
and they invented it in Mexico. Go figure.
it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, that
Yeah.
was, and then their outdoor like shopping, like their it looks like big flea markets undercover that'll take you like hours upon hours to go through.
Jeez.
And I mean, it was crazy. It was like, and as soon as you're riding into El Paso area, um, He pointed to the right, and you can see Mexico. I mean, it's just right there. And as we're going around this curve, there are signs warning you about people coming out unexpectedly, meaning if they climb over the wall. Because he pointed to
Oh,
the sign and he warned me. He's like, "Yeah, you got to watch out."
oh shit. So on your 8,496-mile
Yes.
adventure, was there any like spots that you were in where you're like kind of scared or you kind of felt like uncomfortable, like you just like, if I park my bike here it might not be here in the morning, or if I go in this restaurant I could get mugged or something like that? Anything?
Nothing like that. But I will tell you, when I left Kerrville, I think, or Kerrville, the place where all those kids died in Texas
Yep.
from the floods. That's where we got nailed with all that rain. And it wasn't like, Florida rain will kind of sometimes be, slow or just steady. But I mean, this was a downpour where I couldn't even see out of my visor.
Oh
We pull
jeez.
off, we pull up to a gas station, and the gas station has all this dirt rolling down the hill. I can't see anything, so I'm going up slowly and I hit a pothole. Luckily, I kept my bike up and I had to get underneath cover. And then when it went away, um, Google takes me down this way because I was going to Houston from there, and I was going to bypass San Antonio, and it takes me down this interstate, which was one lane each way, and it was just trees, like a forest. That's it. So I'm watching the storm to my left, and I'm seeing lightning, and it feels like I'm going closer to it, and I'm just like, man. Let's hope I don't worry about anything. And I have no cell phone signal. And then I start seeing signs, warnings saying danger, this area floods and rainstorms. I'm thinking, shit, I'm gonna freaking die here. That's when all of a sudden, I finally get out of it. I'm not sweating anymore. I'm like, okay, I can do this ride 3 hours to Houston, and then that's when my bike broke down.
Ugh.
But man, yeah, that was a just a shitty area to be in. I mean, not knowing where you were. I mean, there's nothing around. It's like almost running out of gas.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was really never any areas that I was worried about. But man, let me tell you what, as soon as we got into New Mexico, and it's
Oh,
funny because my friend, he would stay behind me, and he's kind of a more of a laid back rider. Man, we got into New Mexico. I don't know what it is, but all those locals, including him, man, they were riding like speed demons, dude. I'm like, holy shit, he's going through these towns that are 35 miles an hour, blowing through them at 55. And I'm like, whoa, what is going on here? And I'm seeing other bikers doing it. I'm like, I don't want to do that shit. I don't need, I'm bad enough as it is, but yeah, that was some crazy stuff going on. But I mean, beautiful. New Mexico is some beautiful land to go riding on.
yeah.
Some roads, everything. I
That's
want to
good.
definitely go and spend more time there.
Yeah, because Rod's used to Florida flat roads, and so so we were taking Iron Mountain Road. I'm going to tell the story, Rod.
Yeah, go for it. Oh my God, yeah, yeah. I was just telling this story last night. I'm like, I cannot believe I did this. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so Rod and I, we broke off from Todd and the group, and we're going down Iron Mountain Road, and these are some pretty serious switchbacks, 10-mile-an-hour corners. You're in first gear going around them. So I'm behind Rod. We're cruising. He's doing good for a Floridian, right? And he's flying, and then I see it 10 miles an hour, and I don't see Rod slowing down. He's hauling ass. I'm
I,
like, this might not be good. So he straight. Luckily there was no cliff, no guardrail, nobody oncoming, but
thank God.
he goes straight through the corner into this grass that was almost as tall as him,
And there's
and he
gravel all around off the corner, so I'm like, oh shit, oh my
yeah.
God.
So now he's probably 15 feet off the road, just stuck there. He can't. There's no way he's backing his bike up. He can't even really get off his bike. So I literally had to drag him from his sissy bar, drag him back out to the street. Had to make sure he's okay. But
Oh
he
man,
he was a trooper. He was like, "Let's go." Jump back on it, and we
I
were
had
like
to. I
like it
had
never
to.
happened.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of times on my ride, my journey, that I had a couple of roads like that where I got a little nervous, and I slowed down a little bit. I'm like, I could have taken it a little bit harder, but man, I will not forget that ever. Trust me,
Yeah.
never. I was
And
like, I'm surprised I had to check my drawers and make sure I was good to go.
yeah, that was. I'll never forget seeing that 10-mile-an-hour because we had already gone through a couple of them, and they're really sharp turns. And
Yeah,
I
and I
saw
didn't
that
see
one.
that one.
Yeah, apparently you didn't see it. And, but I wanted to say to
You
you,
said it. You said that too. You were like, you didn't see that sign, did you?
but when we went down that Iron Mountain Road, so I watched the Thrash and Supply videos, right? So
Right?
there's that tunnel where you can see Mount Rushmore. When you come through that tunnel, you can
Yes.
see. And did we do that? I don't remember. I don't remember
I
seeing that.
I think that's a part of Needles, isn't it? Did
I don't.
did you take Needles?
I took needles, and
Highway?
I don't remember that. Maybe it
I mean,
was.
I've been to it, and I've taken a picture out there. I think there's a couple different ways to get there, and I
Yeah.
think because we went in the back way, we didn't go in the front way. Maybe
Okay.
that's why. I don't know because no, we wouldn't have seen it from right there. I think we would have had to have turned right instead. Remember when we came down that road and we were in that little town, that Keystone or whatever? I
Oh,
think
yep,
we would.
yep.
I think we would have made if we would have made a right instead of a left, we could have got there that way.
Okay. Yeah, because like I said, I don't know. We were cruising, so I don't know if I would have
Yeah.
noticed it. I was concentrating.
I tell you what, though, man, seeing those buffalo, that was the coolest thing. I have never got to see that in Sturgis in the 5 times I've been there now.
Dude, everybody that asked me about Sturgis, like they're screwed because I'm telling you a 35-minute story about the buffalo I saw, and
Yeah,
like I gotta
yeah,
show them the video because
yeah.
yeah, they were right in front of us. Like I could have reached them if I wanted to, but
So is the goat and the donkey.
yeah, yeah, the goat and the
I think it was
donkey
a
you
goat,
could
right? Yeah,
pet.
yeah. They're right in front of your faces, like holy shit.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
they didn't.
you ain't petting the fluffy cows.
No, the goats didn't scare me. The fluffy cows, they scared me because they could run fast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever seen a
Uh,
buffalo in person, Jim?
Maybe at a zoo.
Oh, yeah,
Maybe. I mean
yeah,
certainly not in the wild.
yeah. It
Only a
was
moose.
so. I mean, are they really wild though, Rod? Because it's like you're in a
They're wild,
wildlife.
dude. They're
Yeah,
wild. Yeah, yeah.
because it's a wildlife
You will
loop.
get
Yeah.
messed up. You will get jacked up if you try to do anything. And yeah, no, I wouldn't. When I took my family to Yellowstone, like 12 years ago, 11 years ago now, somebody actually got attacked by one after we left because they tried to go pet one. It's like
There
stupid.
was yeah a couple years ago in Sturgis during Sturgis, one of the a lady got like they horned her and threw her up in the air and she didn't get hurt, but it happened in Custer State Park. I remember seeing all the videos.
Yeah, see, I mean, people are dumb. You don't. I mean, why would you want to do it? No way. No, thank you.
No,
Yeah,
there
Uh,
was a guy. There was a guy this summer, early in the summer. I don't know if it was Montana or South Dakota or North Dakota or whatever, but they were buffalo and they were in a national park. And him and his kid, he brings his like 5-year-old kid up close to the buffalo to try to take pictures, and the buffalo wasn't having it and trampled the kid. The kid was seriously hurt. I don't remember if he died or not, but I know he was very seriously
yeah,
hurt.
that's some scary stuff, man. Yeah, no way. No,
no,
no, thank you. No, thank you. I'm not playing that.
no.
But I will tell you though, if you want to do a ride, I cannot stop thinking about it. Was at US 50, and my friend that met me in Nevada from Albuquerque, he started in Utah. And I mean, the only part that's scary is when you're out there in the middle of nowhere. Like, thank God that coil did not break down because I mean, you don't have anything. I saw two people walking. They were hiking, and then I saw two people like, and a couple hours later, they're on bicycles, and they were just on like real like not even really a mountain bike. It just looked like a real thin, like it was like a thin frame bike, and it had bags over the sides and the back. So I'm
Uh,
like, where are they coming from? Because you don't see anything. You just see mountains, and I mean, there's towns, but they're not like the closest. So it's like, if you ever have to worry about anything, then maybe you have a car following you by. But I mean, it was just felt just all the freedom and nobody out there. I mean, I showed you the picture that we took where we just pulled up in the middle of the road and took a picture out there.
yeah,
It was just amazing, man.
yeah. I mean, like, so what do you do? You're out there in the middle of nowhere. Your bike takes a shit. You have no cell phone service. Like, what the hell happens
You
then?
ride on your buddy's bike and you fucking figure it out and go right. I mean, we
Or
had
if you're
cell phone
what if you're
service, but
alone?
not everywhere. Yeah, you're done.
You're fucked. Yeah.
You're done, man, because I mean I will. So wait, when you said getting nervous, so I did get nervous right before I made it to Ely, Nevada, because there was no cops on this road, and it wasn't US. I don't think it was US 50, but I mean it was just nobody out there, and people were doing 90 miles an hour, 95. So because it was 80, I think 80, 85 miles an hour was minimum speed limit. So or speed limit. So doing that, I finally looked down and I'm 30 miles away from this town, and I only have 15 miles until I'm on empty. And I'm like, shit. So I slowed way down, and then I guess the gas gauge just kind of came up or whatever. But I was like, man, if I get stuck out here, what am I gonna do?
Yeah. So
And that's the only thing.
what were you getting for? How many miles per tank were you getting?
I get like 180 to 230 miles for a tank.
All right, because I was getting
Depends on
shit.
how hard I'm riding.
Yeah, so I was getting shit mileage. I was getting like 160 miles to a tank.
Yeah.
Out there. I mean, granted, I'm going 90 everywhere out there. And,
Right.
so
Exactly.
flat ass roads. So I don't know. I don't know if I gotta check my tune on my bike or what, but like I don't know. Even when I got back, so I got back from Sturgis. A week later, I did another trip. I went out to down to Connecticut to visit some people, have some pizza, and even then, 160 miles. It's like, what the? I should be getting more out of this bike for fuel mileage.
Yeah. I mean, you might want to look at the tune then. I haven't even had anything tuned. I used the Harley, the basic tuner they had just when I got my my Sawicki installed, but I haven't put a cam or anything in it. I really don't need to. I
Yeah,
mean,
no.
I'm glad I didn't do that turbo, dude, because this bike is just so fast. I mean, you know, I'm going 120 before I even know it, and it's just no effort whatsoever. And I'm like, I gotta slow down.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, a turbo would be cool for a day or two, but you'd get sick of it. And it's
Yeah.
it's not for you. You ride too much every day
Yeah.
because you're an everyday rider.
I bought it last October, man, with like 5 miles on it, and I've got 22,000 miles on it now.
Yeah, because
It's not even a year old, so yeah.
yeah. So are you retired? You're retired, right?
Yeah, I'm
Kind of, sort of.
semi-retired. Yeah. I mean, I own an employment agency, and I help military and civilians find jobs. And I've got 5 offices in Florida, and one in Chicago. I mean, my business partner and I are available to our staff whenever they need us, and we'll have meetings and stuff like that. But yeah, pretty much. I mean, I'm just kind of doing my own thing.
Good for you. I like it.
Yeah, man, I'm lucky. Came up from
Yeah.
nothing, and it's actually 20 years in November is my anniversary this year for the business.
Oh, good for you. So,
Yeah.
where did you grow up? I don't think I ever asked you. Where did you actually grow up?
In Florida. I was born
Oh,
in
you did.
Ohio, but I moved to Florida when I was 2, and I've lived
Okay.
here pretty much my whole life. I've moved around a couple times and then came back. I moved to Atlanta when my wife was getting her master's degree at UGA, and then I got deployed with the Army there. And then when I got home, we moved back to Florida.
All right. So you're pretty much a Floridian forever.
I am. But I tell you, man, Montana, I could definitely see myself having a cabin there, living there in the non-winter months, because that place
Yeah.
is just amazing.
Yeah. We went to that Slateville Saloon, and I'll tell you, during the rally on
Wait, is that
Tuesday,
the one where it's Topless Tuesday?
that's what I'm getting at. So
Yeah, okay,
yeah.
okay.
So during the rally, it's Topless Tuesday, and I saw all the videos, and it looks pretty fun.
So
I
you
must
didn't
say.
go?
No, because we left
Okay.
before that.
I was
So
hoping that, because if you would have went, I'd like to know what your experience is, because when I went the last time, we couldn't find our bikes because the amount of dirt that was covered on them.
oh
I
god,
mean,
yeah.
it was just you pull up to your bike and you're like, you got to be kidding me. I mean, all over the motor, all over everything, and it's like, 'cause it's a big like
Uh,
corn I mean, it's a big field, and I mean, just all the dirt that kicks up. So
yeah.
when we were riding back, it's just blowing all off. And it's funny, I went by that place when I left to head to Montana. I went right by it.
Yeah,
I was
it's
like,
just
oh,
it's
that's
just
funny.
there's nothing out there but that little bar, and
That's it, man.
I must say there's no girls like the Bunny Ranch. There's none of them at this Topless Tuesday. That's for sure.
No, and then you wait in line to get in this, because everything is outdoors except there's like a big barn where the girls are showing off their boobies and stuff, and some are okay and some are like, well, I don't know why you're doing it, but hey, kudos to them for trying it.
Yeah,
And then everything else is outdoors, and then you have a little wooden shack that you can go in, you could seat like 30 people in it maybe, and you buy these tacos. You wait in line for tacos and a beer, and it's not really worth it. And
No,
it's hot
because
as balls out.
it is. We went there. I don't know. It was the week before, obviously, so there wasn't many people there. We went in there to get a beer and some food. So yeah, I'm ordering my food, and I look back, and the lady's cooking the hamburgers, smoking a cigarette, cooking the cheeseburgers back there. Like,
Yep.
she's just. It wasn't even the bike week, and she was already done with just dealing with people. So
That's
it was
hilarious.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. I you know what? That doesn't shock me, man.
No.
Things in Sturgis don't shock me. But you know what's cool? It was taking, I forgot what the road was, but going from Sturgis to Montana when I went through Wyoming, and when all the weed shops appear and stuff. But all the roads out there are nice too, because you get a lot of nice hills, and everybody's just doing their thing. But it's crazy how you just go out in the middle of nowhere and then something appears, and you're like, how the hell do they have a bar out here that's open?
Well, that's like Jim. We went out to this. It was Aladdin, Wyoming, I think it was, right?
Yeah, the Beaver Bar.
Yeah, no, was it?
The Beaver, the Beaver Bar. I have a shirt, the Beaver Bar, right? That's
I thought
where the guy had the pool out front.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was just the Aladdin General Store. I thought it was called.
It is, but then there's the Beaver Bar shirt.
Oh, okay.
I guess their bar is the Beaver Bars because I bought one.
All right. So yeah, Jim, the population in this town is like 15 people. It says.
Yeah.
Like, could you imagine?
Oh,
This guy and his son, they both dress the same, cowboy hats and their shirts and their boots, and then the kid was getting on his dirt bike doing wheelies trying to impress us and everything.
Yeah.
And then they had a big above ground pool out front, so when you would pull up to get gas or get a beer, then you could just get in the water. And I mean, they had their motorcycles out there with their AKs on it and shit. I mean, because everything is open carry, you can do whatever. You can have an open container, open carry, everything. I mean, we were like, man, we love this town. This is great. That was a lot of fun and just very hospitable too.
Oh yeah. You could tell. So that's the difference between Sturgis and Daytona. Like, you could tell Sturgis, they want the bike week to happen. They love it. They make all that money.
Yes.
And when you go to Daytona, it's kind of like you're a nuisance.
They don't want us there. They don't want us there. Why do you think they moved it? Why do you think they moved it to Ormond Beach? Because Daytona never wanted him to have it there. I don't know why. I mean, they make so much money.
Yep. Yeah, Bruce Rossmeyer had to move all this shit down, yeah. So have you been to any other bike weeks? So you've been to Daytona? You've been to Sturgis?
I've been to Sturgis. I've been to Milwaukee for their 120th.
Yep, that's a good time.
And I was gonna go their 125th, but then I got hit by a car. I just got back from Hawaii, and I was on electric the kick scooters.
Yep.
And I was on the beach, and this chick pulled out in front of me, and boom, went over the hood, and my clavicle came detached, and I was stuck on the couch for 5 months. Like my arm, I was in terrible pain.
Yeah,
I'm still going through it.
Really? On a freaking scooter? That sucks. That's not even a cool story.
This lady came over and she's like, "Oh, I feel so sorry for you. I'm so sorry." I was giving her a lot of shit, and then she brings me over a pair of Daisy Dukes and a towel to wipe off the blood off my face because my sunglass cut. And I'm like, "I'm not gonna wipe my face on your Daisy Duke shorts. I'm sorry." That's just. And then she lied to the cops and told them that because I didn't even call the police. I just had my wife pick me up. We went to the ER, but I went to the police later, and she told the police that I hit the back of her car. And I'm like, how could I hit the back of her car and end up underneath the front of it? But, so I didn't get to do that, and I was really, really upset. So then the following year is when I went to Sturgis last year, and I rode it. And made sure I was able to do it with my shoulder could hold up.
Yeah.
And it can.
Yeah. So Sturgis, I lost track.
So Milwaukee, Sturgis,
Daytona, obviously.
Daytona. I've been to some like little rinky-dink ones that they have in Florida, but I mean for big ones, that's pretty much the only ones.
Yeah. Have you been to the Leesburg?
Yeah.
Is that a festival? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool for people who are not from here, and if you're coming down, but I wouldn't come to Florida just to go to Leesburg Bike Fest.
No.
It's cool, but I don't know. It's a very small town. And I
Yeah,
mean, you want to talk about how they love bikers there because they make a lot of money. I mean, they had some cool bands playing there. I hope that they don't ever put Dave Lee Roth out there because I've been seeing videos of him performing, and man, he's
yeah.
terrible. Oh
He's
God, he is terrible. He looks like he's a circus clown up there entertaining everybody.
he's lost it for sure.
He
Oh
doesn't
yeah,
remember the
oh yeah.
words either.
No, no,
No,
I saw him when Van Halen got back together, and Wolfie, Eddie's son, was playing bass, and that was the first time I got to see him with Dave Lee Roth, and they were incredible. I wonder if he had, something with his vocals because now I'm just like, I mean, I know it's been like over 10 years, but I mean, it's like time has not done that man well at all. I would just hang it up, and you don't want to go out like a chump.
yeah, exactly. Go out on top like a rock star.
Exactly, man, exactly.
Yeah. So
Um, Yeah, so I definitely want to do Laconia. My good friend Mark, who hopefully you'll meet in Smoky Mountains, his friends go all the time. So he told me how they went up to the top of the mountain. He said, man, it was snowing and he
yeah,
was nervous as shit at first
yep,
or something. Yeah, I'm like, oh, great.
yeah.
And
Mount
that wind,
Washington.
yeah.
Yeah, it's the highest recorded wind was like 237 miles an hour up there or something.
And
Yeah.
nobody has problems on their bikes going up, huh?
Oh, there's been accidents and stuff, but yeah, it's pretty sketchy. It's definitely a sketchy road to ride up,
Right.
and so it could be like a 80-degree day down here. You get up to the
Okay.
top, it could be like 37 degrees. It's that much of a difference.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
That's like
it's
I think Pikes Peak in Colorado is something similar to that too.
yep.
Well,
I
and
need to
So
then you
go up
get up
there.
there. Once you get up there, there's not like you're like, okay, there's nothing to do.
Yeah,
Like
you
it's
take a
not.
picture, right? And then
Yeah,
you
you
go
take a
back down.
picture and then you go back down, and it's sketchy going down. There's a lot of
Yeah.
cars that have like burnt their brakes out going down because they ride the brakes all the way down. Sure, there's people that
See,
have done it on bikes too.
people. That's so that that doesn't sound like it's enjoying at all. I mean, I just don't. I don't know. I mean, I guess you
It
got to
looks
be there to do it.
it looks pretty cool from the bottom.
yeah,
Yeah. See, that's yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot to do there, though. I mean, my friend said he has a great time when he goes.
oh yeah. Look, Laconia is a blast. Definitely come up here. I'll show you around. And but if you come up during Laconia, there's a
Okay.
day that motorcycles only allowed up Mount Washington. That's the day you want to go. So
Right. Okay. Um, and that would actually make the most sense.
yeah,
I'm looking up
because
right now the motorcycle museum that's in Maryville. It's Wheels Through Time. Really cool place, man. Real cool.
yeah, oh yeah, Dale.
That
What's his Wexler? I think is yeah. He passed away, but his son Matt is doing it now. Yeah, I've heard
okay.
good things about it.
I've been there once, man. I had my 2017 CVO Road Glide Gunship Gray when they came out,
Yeah,
and I was up that way, and it was kind of starting to rain, so I pulled over the side of the road, and I went ahead and I put my bike in neutral to get out my rain gear, and a freaking truck just flies by, and it flew by with so much wind, knocked my bike over. I was
oh really?
pissed, man. I was so pissed. Dude, I was like, my friend's like, you dumbass. Why would you put your bike in neutral on the side of the road like that? And I'm like, well, I didn't think that would ever happen, so don't ever do that.
Ah,
But then,
I wouldn't.
so when I went in that Wheels Through Time, I was just so bothered by all that I didn't really get to enjoy it. But it's a cool place. I look forward to going back.
Yeah, I mean, because all right, so I think I asked you this before. You're not new into motorcycles, so this isn't like your fourth or fifth year riding. You've been riding for a while, right?
Yeah, about 10 years.
Okay, yeah. So but you've never really had any older bikes, have you?
No, no. I mean, I started riding. My first bike was a Sportster, and then I rode it to Georgia. I rode it from Valdosta, Georgia, up to Kennesaw, and I was on interstate, and I'm like, what am I thinking on this bike? And so I got it home, and I pissed my wife off, and I went out and I bought a Softail Slim. I didn't even
Yeah,
trade the bike in yet because I would have lost so much money because I just bought it like a few weeks before then. So I was in trouble for a little bit on that. But then I sold that bike the following year, and I traded that in, and I traded in the Sportster for a Street Glide, and
Okay.
I rode that for the first time to Leesburg, and I'm thinking, oh, this is no big deal at all, and I'm going to park, and it's a little bit of an incline, and I'm backing up, and I'm thinking, oh, I can back it up like the Softail Slim. Yeah, it ain't the same. So I go forward, and I remember I was so embarrassed, man. A bunch of bikers around, and I was maybe riding a year, and then I was going up a little bit of a hill, and I pulled that front ABS, and I wasn't used to it. Bloop. Right in front of everybody, man. I was all embarrassed. They helped me get the bike, and the guy's like, relax. It happens to us all. And I'm like, man, but this bike's only 2 days old. And so then I got nervous a little bit. But then that summer, I said, what the hell? My wife's from Pittsburgh, and I'm from Toledo, Ohio. So her and my kids and my mom flew up to Cleveland, met them there. So I rode up solo, and just met them there. And then I rode through Toledo and then Pittsburgh. Oh, I went to the Gettysburg Bike Fest. That's
Oh,
right. I
okay.
went there too. Because then
All
I
right.
went from Pittsburgh when she flew home. I continued on my way, and I went to the Gettysburg Bike Fest, and that was a lot of fun because Gettysburg has a lot of history, with
Yeah.
all the Civil War stuff, and man, it was just a cool place. I definitely want to go back there again.
Yeah. Well, have you ever been to? So you've been to Merville.
Yep.
So, but you've never been for Smoky Mountain Bike Week.
No, I was gonna go last year, but then they had a ton of rain, so we didn't go. I think it like wind up still going on and didn't rain as bad, but yeah, there was a ton of rain that was going on.
Yeah, because I think this is only like the third year of that. It's a pretty new bike event, I
It
believe.
is. It is.
Yeah.
And they're
All right.
really pushing it. So, I mean, I want to go. It's going to be cool. It's not going to be
Yeah.
that far. And I've only done Tail the Dragon once. And man, and that's when I had the Gunship Gray. And my buddy was making fun of me. We came back from Milwaukee and we did that ride. And he was waiting at the end. He's like, man, I've already had 2 cigarettes waiting on you. And I'm like, listen, man, I was doing my own ride, but, now I really want to see how different it is with the experience that I've gotten from all the riding I've been doing and whatnot.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to spoil it, but I'm not going to be on my road glide. I'm going to have my Dyna, so
Sweet.
I might have a few beers by the time you finish.
Yeah, hey,
So,
whatever, man. You know what? Ride your
no,
ride and enjoy it, man. That's what I'm gonna do,
yeah, no,
and I'm
no.
gonna have fun doing it.
I'll stick with you. I'm looking forward to riding with you again. That was a blast. We got
Yeah,
a
dude, I
blast
had a
in
great time.
Sturgis. Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. Riding the Devil's Tower and back was just incredible time, man. I
That
love
was
that ride.
that was fun.
Those
But
roads were cool, and then going to that little town where we stopped at, and they had like the place we ate at on the
oh
way
yeah,
back
yeah,
from Devil's Tower. That was a cool town.
with that old jail cell.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Jim,
And
this
the
place.
the bones, the
Yeah,
antlers when
deer.
you went in.
Yeah,
Deer
the deer
antlers. Yeah,
antlers. Yep. So
it was cool,
you,
man.
yeah, you got to get out there, Jim. I'm telling you, it's worth it.
Yeah, I
If you
know.
can.
I don't know where I'm going to be tomorrow most days, so one of these days,
Yeah.
one of these days I'll figure it out.
Huh.
Yeah, it
So
was cool how you knew a lot of people there too. And when we were in Sturgis, it's like you knew everybody in the bike community, the builders and whatnot. It's cool.
yeah, yeah. I've been around it. I enjoy this stuff. So it's like I've been around it for a while, and like I said, I bought my first Harley in '03. So yeah,
Yeah,
I've had plenty of bikes, old bikes. I like all those scenes, and yeah, you just get to know the people, going to events and stuff. So
yeah.
it's pretty cool to see.
I love it, man. It's just the freedom, just being out there and just getting away from all the bullshit,
Yeah,
not
I
knowing
mean
what's going on. And it's like, just do your thing.
that's it. That's what I used to tell my friends. Like they say, how can you go to Daytona every year? I said, well, first, it's different every year. So you go down to Daytona and you park your truck or whatever, and you're just on the bike 24/7. You go out to dinner on the bike, go for lunch, go for breakfast, and it's just fun. It's just a blast. So
It's not even that. I mean, you get to meet all new people. I mean, look, you and I've met a lot of people through bike events and become
yep,
friends with, and it's cool
yeah,
like that because you have the same thing investing in the biker community. It's a small community. As
it
big as it
is.
is, it's small,
It is, and it helps. We're all like minded, so we
Yep.
can get along. We go to these bike events. We have plenty of things to talk about, and
Oh
it's
yeah.
just I
And
love it.
people watch it, you just enjoy it. That's
Uh,
my only. Oh, and I've been to Panama City too. Um, I was telling you about Panama City. It's a cool town, but the thing is, it's not even really about riding. Everybody just goes to these bars on the beach, and then the bars have all the vendors, or people will go and park on the beach, and then just sit there in chairs and watch the bikes go by while they're drinking. And I'm
Yeah,
just like, I mean, that's cool and all, but I don't want to just go there just to go bar hopping. I want to go do some riding too.
right, for sure. I know that's the only downfall about Daytona. You got the loop,
Yeah.
and you can go, you go up to St. Augustine and
Yep.
do some things, but that's a ways away. That's like 6 months away. We got Smoky Mountain Bike Week first, so I'm looking forward to
I'm
that.
excited about that. Yeah, absolutely. I want to do the Maryland on the beach, their bike rally too. I want to do that sometime.
Oh,
Ocean
uh,
Ocean City.
Ocean City Cruise, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, yeah. I want to. I've been to Ocean City once during COVID, but we were in the cage, and I was with my family. But we took through Virginia Beach. We went in that tunnel underwater.
Oh, Chesapeake Bay.
Yeah. I want to do that on a bike, man. That would be
I,
cool.
that was my first ever road trip. I bought my brand new bike in '03, a night train. My buddy Edwin
Okay.
had a '02 night train, so we worked together, and we're like, we got to do a road trip. Virginia Beach is where we picked. So we rode from Massachusetts to Virginia Beach on these Softails with backpacks, bungee corded to our bikes, and we got caught in rain. It was hot. It was the most miserable ride, and I remember getting to that Chesapeake Bay, the tunnel, and it was like $10 a toll to do it, and it was at night, and we just went down and up, and it was like, all right, that made it worth it. But
At night though, it's probably really fucking dark then, right?
yeah,
Cool?
it was really cool. Yeah, and then we did it on the way
That's
back
awesome.
too. So, but
Okay.
talking about, so we went to Virginia Beach, and back then we just booked a place online. Like we found a hotel, booked it, and when we got there, I was because my bike was pretty new. I was scared to leave my bike outside. I didn't sleep at all. It was the sketchiest hotel. We transferred out of that
Oh
place the
yeah,
next
that's
day.
gotta be yeah.
Oh yeah, it was bad. It's like we
I've
we
been
all
places where I've checked on my bike, but not actually, what, now you say that, Sioux City. Sioux City's kind of I was kind of worried because like there was just no cars parked over in the garage next door, and I'm like, man, I made sure I locked my wheel, and I never do that.
yeah, I never did that either.
No, but I did there at that time though. But yeah.
Yeah.
You know how it
Uh,
is when you go like Detroit or something like that. I wouldn't park my bike downtown Detroit. No way. No thank you.
no, nope, definitely not.
Or Toledo or anything like that.
Toledo's pretty bad too.
Yeah, they got the Bloods and the Crips there. I was surprised. I'm like, what? A little town like Toledo? They're like, yeah, they got the Bloods and the Crips gang. And I'm like, that's terrible, man.
Jeez, Christ. Oh man, what do you got, Jim? You got anything for Rod? You gonna ask him anything? Jeez,
No, listen, I'm just enjoying the show. I'm gonna sign off.
you signing off
yeah,
on us?
yeah, my dogs are crying. I'm about to have to get some dinner for them and stuff. I got to watch the Bucks game. They won today. That was amazing, man. That was a nail biter for the first game of the season, and they win like they do, man. Right at the end, they pull it out, and that was perfect.
Yeah, well, I'm glad we sent you down some players so you could actually win a Super Bowl. So
Yeah, right. Exactly. I mean, we only won one before, so hopefully now we got to win another one.
yeah. Cool. All right, man. Well, I look forward to Smoky Mountain Bike Week. I can't wait to hang out with you
Yeah,
again
let's
and
talk.
do some
Okay,
riding.
yeah. I'll let you know this week. I'll hit you up.
Yeah, because I'm definitely
About
leaving
the
on that
dates and everything.
Sunday.
Okay. All right. Good to know. Because that's the dates I'm going to go to. And if my friends don't want to go, then sorry.
Yeah, we'll get a place to stay then.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, man.
All right.
Jim, it was a pleasure meeting
All
you
right,
as
good
well.
to meet you, man.
All right.
All right,
You guys
thanks for
have a
coming
good
on,
one.
bud. See ya.
See ya.
Let me stop this thing.